Static here. Welcome back to another installment of Closeted Anime Geek. This is a series where I discuss, review, and talk about things relating to anime. For the past few weeks, I've been giving my inputs on each individual episode of Netflix's adaptation of Komi Can't Communicate. I did it as a way to experiment with this channel's material and uploading frequency. You can watch and listen to my more detailed inputs on every episode of this season. This video is going to be more my overall and concluding thoughts on Season 1 as a whole. Komi Can't Communicate is a high school comedy about an average kid who wants to coast and not make any waves in high school. But that all changes in episode 1 when he meets and gets to know our title character, Komi. She's a drop-dead beautiful girl that everyone idolizes, to the point of where she automatically becomes the most popular girl in school. The thing is, though, she has severe social anxiety that inhibits her to communicate. She's beauty, she's grace, she can't communicate, ow! And Tadano is the first one to realize this. He also seems to be the first one to figure out how to communicate with her properly, through writing. Through this method, Komi is able to open up about how she wants to be a better communicator and make 100 friends. After Tadano offers to be Komi's first friend, he agrees to help her manage her anxiety and meet her friendship goal. And that's where our story begins. Throughout the series, Tadano helps Komi communicate better, manage through social situations, and naturally gain friends. These friends also aid Komi in specific situations. Some of these friends include Najimi, an insanely social person who has distinct strategies for befriending people. They're also kind of a friendship matchmaker and social engager. Agari is a highly anxious but loyal girl, kinda to a lewd extent, but it's not as often as you'd think. She seems to have connections to all the good food joints though. Ren Yamai is a yandere, and is good at keeping Komi out of dorky situations. Nakarada is a cringy weirdo who just wants to be included. She knows how to have casual fun, like playing video games. And Oname, a very helpful and engaging person, but knows the importance of boundaries. Those are only some of the friends Komi makes this season. My initial thoughts for this series was along the lines of appreciation. I appreciated the casual, slightly more realistic approach to social anxiety. I like that Komi wasn't made out to be the weird one or villainized for having anxiety. I appreciated the more casual approach to her managing social situations and making friends. At first I thought it would be a more episodic goal for her to make a new friend by the end of each episode. The first couple episodes kinda did that, but there are a few cases where people just tag along and she eventually befriends them down the line, or she's put into situations with her established friends. Sure, the situations feel trope-heavy at times, but it's a little less forced than most anime, so I'll let it pass. Even though it's pretty obvious that they are setting up for our main duo to become a couple, I like that it isn't the main goal for the show. The show is allowing their friendship to grow before making them an official couple. There are segments of this series that are gorgeously animated, especially the entirety of episode 1, like holy shit, this is kind of film quality in my opinion. Speaking of episode 1, this was the first time in a while where a show hooked me by the first episode. My standard rule is that if I'm not interested in a show by its third episode, then I'm not going to dedicate my time to watch it. Episode 1 impressed me so much I dedicated a whole last-minute series to it on my channel. Like, bravo! You made me want to make more videos. Not only do I have my fair share of favorite side characters, I also really like the main characters. In most cases I like one or the other, but this show pumped out a variety of good characters. Now, a major con I have with this series involves the sexualization of characters. Mind you, Komi Can't Communicate is far from the only anime to do this shit. I know it may be considered typical, and maybe I'm viewing this in a westernized progressive or whatever mindset, but my feelings are my feelings regardless, I'm just gonna say it. I do not like it when characters, especially teen characters, are sexualized for the purpose of fan service or excessive fetishization. There's nothing wrong with empowerment and having agency in your sexuality. I just don't like it when it's in a compromising or exploitive manner, if that makes sense. Even if it is animated. So, if you're not a fan of sexualized fan service, especially with teen characters, there's some moments in this show that might put you off, especially episode 7. Komi isn't as reliant on sexualization compared to other shows, but I thought it was worth mentioning. A less heavy-handed con is that some segments might seem repetitive, too drawn out, or unnecessary. I felt that these types of segments were more common near the middle of the season, but they are typically short and mid-tier in terms of quality at the worst, so nothing horrendous. There are plenty of enjoyable and engaging segments to make up for it, though. I know I joked about it a lot through my Komi series, but I am not a fan of Ren. I think it's because I'm not a big fan of yandere characters, but my god, I would not trust her again after what happened in her initial episode. At least I was able to poke fun at her, I guess. Even though some episodes and segments are high-tier animation quality, don't expect it to be that consistent of quality for every episode. At worst, the animation is average quality, so nothing horrendous. This anime is not immune to anime tropes, visually or script-wise. I can't fully determine which tropes are good or bad, since there are so many opinions on each type of trope. It's up to the viewer to decide. Don't expect eye-rolling material, but don't expect nuance either. If you're looking for a variety of good, archetypal characters, and a better handling of a common but manageable dilemma, this show might be for you. Is it tropey? Sure. Is the story flow a bit of a roller coaster? Yeah, but a nice one, not a roller coaster that'll make you puke. Regardless, I would still recommend this anime to most people. Overall, Komi Can't Communicate is a very nice comedy anime with a great handling of social anxiety. There's at least one character you'll like from this show. There's a variety to choose from, so take your pick. Though treading in some tropes, it's typically nothing too overbearing or annoying. Also, there are some neat visuals from this show. It ranges from average at worst to high-budget film quality at best. Expect to see some uncredited stills of this show on social media aesthetic boards this year. I'm highly appreciative that this show piqued my interest during the winter season. Though not my favorite anime of all time, this might be a show I revisit from time to time. Tadano and Komi will continue their journey of casual shenanigans, anxiety management, and friendships in Season 2. It's definitely something to look forward to. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe. If you had a chance to watch this series, what's your favorite episode? What are your thoughts on how I handled my Komi series? For instance, do you like how I made a video for each episode, or should I reduce the amount of videos I dedicate to a series? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll see you later, my fellow peers. Bye!